starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Dan Hagan. We've had an unseasonably cool spring and early summer until today. We've got some hot temperatures across north central Wisconsin, and it's getting hotter. Looks like reporter Griffin Stroin is surviving the heat up in Minocqua. But first, let's go to Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller. Jeff, a scorcher out there today.
Yeah, hey Dan, we're tracking two weather headlines out there tonight. First off is the incredible heat across our region right now. Second will be the likelihood now for some severe weather tomorrow across all of north central Wisconsin. But here we are in Wausau currently, where the temperature is 95 degrees right now in Wausau. Meanwhile, for the north, 83 here in Rhinelander, 88 for Tomahawk, 91 in Phillips. You get the idea. 80s and 90s here. Some cooler temperatures across far northeastern Wisconsin, but still, you get the idea, right? A very hot day across the North Woods today. And it's incredibly humid. Dew points in the 70s out there now. It's like Key West tropical. You put 90-degree temperatures with 70-degree dew points. You can feel something bubbling in the atmosphere, right? And that's the heat out there this afternoon. Here is the feel-like temperature as of right now. 102 in Wausau, 101 for Merrill, 99 for Point, which, by the way, set a new record high about 2 hours ago in Stevens Point. Okay, so the atmosphere at some point, we live in northern Wisconsin, has to correct itself, right? It's not going to happen tonight. We have lots of clear skies out there now, and it's hazy with lots of moisture in the atmosphere, but there is a cold front, a really strong cold front to the west of us now. That's going to swing through during peak daytime heating tomorrow, and that is going to give us a chance, a likelihood now for severe weather between, say, 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. tomorrow. Looking ahead, though, for tonight, we're talking about low temperatures down near 70. It's going to be a warm night tonight. Dan?
Thanks, Jeff. Let's head up to Minocqua now, where Griffin Stroin is standing by. Griffin, looks like some people are enjoying the weather up there.
Absolutely enjoying the weather. As you can see right now, there are some kiddos playing in the water, parents enjoying the sun out there on the side. I mean, overall, just a very nice day here at Torpy Park. But as you also can tell behind me, there aren't as many people as there were during the 4 o'clock show, and there's a good reason for that. That's because people are heading home. It was very hot here. They need to find good ways to cool off. Obviously, going into the inside, putting on your AC, key ways to make sure that you stay safe during these high temperatures. Like you said, we haven't seen temperatures like this for a while. I mean, I'm still used to wearing -10, big winter coats in January. So make sure you are safe out there while you are enjoying this beautiful weather. And also, if you can't get inside, maybe find a tree. There's tons of them here. They give beautiful shade. That's why they're there. Enjoy the outdoors, and make sure that you just stay cool, calm, collective. Maybe drink some water, of course. But more importantly, really just enjoy this beautiful weather. We only have it for so long until all of a sudden the snow's back in mid-November and October. So, but reporting live here, I'm Griffin Stroin, Newswatch 12.
Some wise words, Griffin. Thank you. The House committee investigating the January 6th attack on the Capitol announced today that it was postponing its public hearing scheduled for tomorrow. The next hearing will instead take place on Thursday at noon. A committee member said the move was due to technical issues. Thursday's hearing will focus on then President Donald Trump's efforts to pressure then Vice President Mike Pence to refuse to certify the election results. A child and 2 men went missing in drainage tunnels in Milwaukee. Crews confirmed that they are continuing their search today to find the victims. According to police, witnesses say an 11-year-old child slipped into a drainage ditch leading to the Kinnickinnick River. 2 adult men entered the river in an attempt to rescue the child. Police say the heavy rain and water swept all 3 away.
It was a relief to not find anything in the tunnels. When you have this much water pressure, that solid column of water moving through there, there's not a whole lot that's going to stop it, but it does happen.
Rescue crews searched 3 tunnels today and did not recover the bodies of the 3 victims. Authorities say they are moving on to other tunnels in Milwaukee's sewer system. They are all about 900 feet long. Officials say water was flowing through the tunnels with a strong current after storms moved across Milwaukee on Monday. It might cause you to turn your head as you drive on Highway 111 near Catawba. The Monarch Wildlife Refuge is full of ponds, native plants, and educational signs. It celebrates all things nature. Ron Berger created the Monarch Wildlife Wayside Refuge Park in 2010, and its main purpose is to preserve and protect native wildlife and their habitats in northern Wisconsin. It's a drop-off location for injured animals, aluminum cans, and has over 147 miles of adopted highway in Price County.
There'll be months where I won't get anything, and then all of a sudden they'll bring something in.
Berger encourages visitors to help out the environment. He preaches reduce, reuse, and recycle, as well as educating yourself.
With every action, there's a reaction, and whatever you do to the planet, it's going to react back at you.
The park is open to the public Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's located at 6282 Highway 111 in Catawba. Blink and you'll miss it. Northwoods Wildlife Center in Monaco released a gray catbird recently. They nursed it back to full health after it crashed into a window. According to the center, birds crash into windows because they see reflections of vegetation. You can help prevent window strikes by breaking up the reflection in your windows using screens or decals. When the pandemic shut down stores and other businesses, people were forced to slow down and reevaluate their life. About the same time, a community garden boomed in Rhinelander. The garden's manager says that's not a coincidence. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson has more.
It's safe to say Mike Hazel has a green thumb.
I've got a garden at home.
Hazel has just about anything you can imagine in his plot.
Beans, squash, tomatoes, peppers, ground cherries, onions, beets, carrots, lettuce.
But for Hazel, maintaining a garden doesn't just require taking care of plants. It's taking care of other people and their gardens.
We're planting a nibble garden, so as gardeners come and go, they can grab something to nibble on. And we're reorganizing our sheds to make room for a new lawnmower that we just got donated.
Hazel and a handful of volunteers cleaned up the Northwoods Community Garden this past weekend. The garden was created in 2020. Hazel says the mission has always been to not only grow food, but grow the number of gardeners.
Yeah, the garden did very well last year, and we added 14 more garden beds because there's enough demand, and we've rented all those out this year also.
Hazel says people are becoming more conscious about what they eat. He also says with supply chain disruptions, people turn to self-sustainable practices.
You keep hearing more and more stories about what's in your food and what you don't know is actually in your food. So there's lots of reasons to grow your own, to get better tasting food that's healthier. I think the pandemic helped bring more people to get interested in it.
Hazel says growing your own food provides satisfaction and a way to know what's really on your plate. To Hazel, teaching others about gardening is part of the fun at Northwoods Community Garden.
Our goal here in general is to grow gardeners, to have local people learn how to garden and start to grow their own food.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Rhinelander, I'm Morgan Johnson.
The Northwoods Community Garden is at Nick Lake College in Rhinelander. Rhinelander's Community Garden is offering a variety of classes this summer revolving around gardening, art, and permaculture. Visit the Northwoods Community Garden website for more information. Storms in the Madison area left significant damage. We'll tell you how the city and the county is coping with the loss of property. That's After Weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
Wisconsin is one of those certain places with certain people who do a certain thing better than anyone else, anywhere. In Wisconsin, we dream in cheese. Look for our badge. It's on everything we make.
Season after season, year after year, customers have found that when it comes to replacing their windows, there's only one company to call, Renewal by Andersen. Call the number at the bottom of your screen right now and take advantage of this limited time offer. So what makes Renewal by Andersen so good? Fibrix, an innovative composite material exclusive to Andersen that provides strength and durability, far surpassing vinyl. In fact, it won't warp or bow over time like vinyl does. Get the window replacement solution proven to stand the test of time, plus the peace of mind that comes from a superior service experience. That's Renewal by Andersen. Now is the perfect time to call for your free window diagnosis. This fantastic offer is available only for a limited time. Don't delay and miss out. Here's your opportunity to save money without compromising on quality. Call now before this remarkable offer expires. Renewal by Andersen. The better way to a better window.
Roof warranties are all about trust. Your trust in GAF, a time-tested company, and our trust in our Master Elite contractors. They're trained, licensed, insured, and only they can offer our best warranties.
Call Oneida Roofing today.
Powerhouse Lawn and Leisure is your Arctic spa dealer. Made in Canada, Arctic spas are the best cold weather spas in the world. Ask about Spa Boy, our automated saltwater system. That's Arctic Spas at Powerhouse Lawn and Leisure in Merrill.
Ron Johnson versus red tape. As promising drugs slowly wait for FDA approval, patients are left waiting, suffering. That's why Senator Ron Johnson wrote the Right to Try law that lets patients with terminal diagnoses try treatments before FDA approval. Patients and their families deserve a chance to hope for a cure. Ron Johnson's Right to Try law is making a difference by offering hope. Wisconsin Truth PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
All right, 70s, 80s, and 90s out there right now. It's 95 here in Wausau. Currently a hot day across much of the area. Some cooler spots across far northeastern parts of Wisconsin. But overall, it feels like summer out there now. And some of the heat is getting borderline dangerous across central Wisconsin right now with high temperatures in the 90s. Record high temperatures in Stevens Point today. The old record was 95. Right now, you are at 96. And it's incredibly humid. Check out these dew points. Like, you look at Miami right now. Miami has dew points of 72. We have that in Rhinelander, down to Wausau currently. So you put 90-degree temperatures with 70-degree dew points, and you get a hot day across the area and a bad hair day for a lot of you. And that's going to happen again tonight before a cold front comes through tomorrow. This is how it feels outside right now. So the combination of heat and humidity is giving us feel-like temperatures, kind of like wind chill in the winter, right? Merrill 101, Wausau 102, Point 99, 100 in Marshfield, 104 for Rome. So this, this is borderline dangerous. So take it easy out there and take plenty of breaks and drink plenty of water. That will help you through this. Limit your time outside, of course. Seek some shade as the sun sets around 8:30 this evening. And then check on your pets too and know the signs of heat exhaustion or heat stroke. Your body will give you signals. Make sure you listen to those signals. All right, so now we live in north central Wisconsin. The atmosphere has to correct itself, right? It is going to do that tomorrow in a big way, looking more and more likely now for a widespread severe weather outbreak across north central Wisconsin tomorrow, beginning about probably 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon and moving toward the west across the entire region. So right now, it's looking good, right? Just lots of heat and humidity in here. No storms for now, although there could be a couple roaming across the area tonight, most likely after midnight. But here's the cold front. It's a strong cold front, and timing is not in our favor here. It's going to come through our region tomorrow at the peak of daytime heating. Well, what's that mean? That means the atmosphere is very buoyant. There's lots of heat and moisture in the atmosphere. That front's going to lift the air up. When you lift the air up, what does it make? It makes rain and thunderstorms, and you're going to have those tomorrow, and any of those could be strong to locally severe. I'm really worried about the threat for large hail tomorrow, damaging, destructive hail tomorrow, probably golf ball size to tennis ball size hail across parts of our region tomorrow. Let's walk you through it tonight. Here we go. So here we are about 3 o'clock in the morning, a couple of non-severe thunder showers across the area, increasing clouds. We'll get a wave of moisture through early tomorrow, followed by the main event, comes through about midday. Again, peak daytime heating. All of these will be severe with high wind gusts near 70 to 80 miles per hour, golf ball to tennis ball size hail, and torrential downpours. We don't do this very often, but this is looking more and more likely across our area tomorrow. That'll push off to the east by tomorrow evening, and then a cold front's going to come through and kind of make things a bit cooler. So here's the area we're watching for tomorrow's severe weather. This will likely be upgraded for a few of us tomorrow morning as well to the moderate category. So again, this is one of those days to be weather aware. If you're in a tent tomorrow, going outside, going golfing, keep one eye, of course, on the weather and be prepared to seek shelter quickly as we have storms in the forecast for tomorrow. Also flooding rainfall. So here's the widespread 1 to 2 inch rainfall on the way. But if you get under a couple of these heavier storms tomorrow, you could easily see 3 or 4 inches of rain in a short amount of time. So our forecast then tomorrow, 80s and storms to the north, 80s and storms to the south. It'll all clear out of here about sunset tomorrow evening, leaving us a nice day for us on Thursday. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, warm and humid, low temperatures down near 70, with a couple of storms out there after midnight tonight and probably closer to sunrise tomorrow morning. And then again, tomorrow, be weather aware, strong to locally severe storms tomorrow, likely 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon through about 8 p.m. tomorrow evening, with high temperatures near 81, and then a southeast wind that could gust near 70 to 80 miles per hour in some of the storms tomorrow. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow. We got to get past tomorrow first. And then Thursday, looking really nice, right? 80, Friday, 78, Saturday, also near 80. But then look at Sunday, a couple more storms back in the forecast. The high temperature of 91 again next Monday. Dan?
Wisconsinites are cleaning up after severe storms barreled through Dane County yesterday. The storms ripped roofs off buildings and knocked down massive trees, sending some toppling onto homes and blocking roads. A fire department spokesperson said roofs were torn off 3 buildings in Madison. Winds were so strong they blew over an empty big rig.
There's a lot of damage that's, roofs blowing off, trees down, wires down. At this point, we don't have any reports of injuries from the storm.
The storms also knocked electric lines down, leaving thousands without power. The Red Cross has set up a shelter and is assisting displaced residents. Dramatic video shows the moment a Montana home collapsed into the Yellowstone River after record flooding in the region. This happened Monday in Montana. The area of Yellowstone and nearby Montana saw significant rainfall over the weekend and Monday, causing massive flooding and mudslides and forcing evacuations of some parts of Yellowstone National Park. The park is now closed. A new study finds that over 14% of the world has probably had Lyme disease. The research is the result of an examination of nearly 90 studies that looked at how common Lyme antibodies are in humans. Around 3 in every 20 people involved in those studies had the antibodies. Lyme disease is the most common tick-borne illness in Europe and North America. Experts say the condition is rarely fatal, but people bitten are infected with a rash and suffer flu-like symptoms. The study showed that the disease was more common in Central Europe, where 21% of its residents had Lyme, compared to around 9% in North America. Police are visible representatives of their community. How a rural Wisconsin police chief is providing safety and representation for their community after the break.
Research shows that adding menthol actually makes tobacco more addictive. And this is a real issue. Tobacco companies have been targeting low-income neighborhoods and racial and ethnic groups for decades. Tobacco is changing, parents. We've got to keep up.
Huge online auction, Rhinelander, Wisconsin. Harley-Davidson motorcycle, John Deere tractor, 50 firearms, antiques, antique gas pump, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Find your style with Patriot Lighting ceiling fans. Add elegance to any room and reduce energy costs all year round. With our huge selection of styles, you're sure to find the look that's right for you. Get 11% off all Patriot Lighting ceiling fans, whether you're working from home or relaxing for the evening. Sylvania True-Wave bulbs mimic natural sunlight and deliver superior dimming control. Pick up a 4-pack of dimmable LED light bulbs for just $7.99 at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
I'm Alex Lasry, a Democrat running to beat Senator Ron Johnson.
And I'm Lauren Lasry, and this is our daughter Eleanor. I know Alex will always fight for working families.
To get more money in the pockets of working people and lower costs.
By making paid leave available and healthcare more affordable.
And I'll always be a relentless supporter of a woman's right to choose.
Especially now. Alex is exactly the kind of ally Tammy Baldwin needs in the Senate.
So I approve this message because we have to do better than having Ron Johnson as our senator.
At Advantage Restorations, they do all levels of boat restoration. If your boat looks faded or tired, needs scratches to be fixed, or in need of repairs, we go overboard for you.
Midway Rentals and Sales, the UP's home for Bobcat, is having a grand opening Friday, June 17th in Kingsford with incredible one-day sales, over 35 vendors, live demos, and of course, great food. Join Midway Rentals and Sales for their Kingsford location grand opening Friday, June 17th.
For over 30 years, Watash Fireworks has delivered a huge exclusive selection of the best performing, high quality fireworks not found anywhere else. Located on Peace Pipe Road, downtown Lac de Flambeau.
Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin, and on first dose, provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size. Be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
Our kids have to navigate a world that is crowded with flashy tobacco products and manipulative tactics most parents don't know anything about. Tobacco companies are working hard to keep young people hooked and parents out of the loop. Tobacco is changing parents. We've got to keep up.
The passenger cruise ship Ocean Navigator is making another stop in Wisconsin. It's the first time a cruise is stopping in Green Bay in more than 20 years. The stop in Green Bay will be one of the overnight ports scheduled on the ship's 16-day voyage. Tourism leaders plan to welcome the 100-plus passengers when the ship docks at 7 a.m. on Thursday.
And when the community's excited, the passengers, the travelers, the visitors, they feel that excitement and they feel that welcoming, and that's when everyone has an even better time.
The arrival will mark a milestone in the city's decades-long effort to attract Great Lakes cruise ships to town. Passengers will tour the National Railroad Museum, Lambeau Field, and other points of interest. For more than 50 years, June has been considered Pride Month, and while many celebrations happen in large cities, some people on the Red Cliff Reservation in northern Wisconsin are celebrating a recent promotion in local law enforcement. Reporter Rob Coles tells us how a police chief in rural Wisconsin is providing both safety and representation to some of the most vulnerable members of their community.
When Jess Hall is out patrolling, this police pickup truck is a welcome sight for many young people.
Driving through some of the residential communities, all the little kids after school come running up to the squad. Do you have stickers? Do you have stickers?
Hall has become a role model to many people for many reasons. Recently named chief of police on the Red Cliff Reservation, Hall is the first known member of the LGBTQ community to run the police department in Red Cliff.
When I first became a law enforcement officer and started here in Red Cliff, I had just a little metal rainbow flag pin on my collar.
Chief Hall is non-binary. That means they use the pronouns they, them, and don't consider themselves to fit into traditional gender categories. The impact of Hall's representation can be felt beyond the borders of the reservation in many nearby communities, like here in Washburn. Nancy Hansen helps run the local PFLAG chapter in Washburn. She thinks Chief Hall's non-traditional gender background could have a positive impact on people in the area.
Anyone who has firsthand knowledge of how it feels to be in a group that gets bullied or picked on can be more empathetic.
Beck Velez knows bullying all too well. They are non-binary and live in Washburn. According to Velez, seeing someone like Chief Hall could have made a huge difference in their early life.
So it would have meant so much to me to just see somebody like that and being police chief or no.
Velez says Chief Hall is giving them hope for the future.
This is a point moving forward when, things are going to get a lot better.
The reservation is almost exactly 20 square miles.
And Chief Hall is hoping for a future.
Really, I just want to be able to make sure that the generations that come after us have more options.
That's very different from the past.
Go with the flow at Dvorak's Docks. Flow from Dvorak's Docks is installed by trained in-house employees. That's right, no subcontractors needed, so your shoreline setup is guaranteed. Get flow from Dvorak's Docks by calling 275-DOC.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Everyone sleeps at Tomahawk Furniture and Gun with prices so low you'll have to bend over to see them. Prices that'll make your eyes pop out. Want to sleep watching TV? Check out our recliners. You want to pass out face first in a sofa? Check out our sofas. And beds. We've got beds. Check us out. Prices so low you'll think we're crazy. Because everyone sleeps at Tomahawk Furniture and Gun.
There's a reason President Trump endorsed Tim Michels for governor.
I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who helped build a great Wisconsin company and created thousands of jobs.
President Trump called Tim Michels an America First conservative who will support the Second Amendment, honor law enforcement, and stand strong against the woke mob.
If you want to see Madison turned upside down, then I'm asking for your vote.
Tim Michels, endorsed by President Trump for governor.
If you're ready to sell or thinking of buying, Northwoods Realtors are ready to help. Local realtor professionals are knowledgeable on our unique market, and the multiple listing service maximizes exposure for the benefit of sellers and buyers alike. Visit upnorthmls.com today to view properties for sale or to find a realtor who can help you sell or buy in the beautiful Northwoods.
What are you recommending for muscle pain?
Based on clinical data, I recommend Salonpas.
Agreed. My patients like these patches because they work up to 12 hours, even on moderate pain.
Salonpas, it's good medicine.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
All right, Dan, perfect night for a barbecue and then some ice cream. We have to worry about tomorrow, though. No worries tonight, followed by some severe weather tomorrow. We'll be watching that all day long for you.
Yes, we will have an update on that weather forecast tonight at Newswatch 12 at 6. We'll see you then.